hey, it is good that you're in this space, that you're able to discern that, because there are so many people that enter relationships who believe this. They're scared to open up their heart. They're scared to open up that vulnerability. They are scared to open up that space to somebody else, but then yet they still will pursue in the relationship. And if people who do feel like you feel enter a relationship and enter in these spaces, they are already putting a negative tone on the relationship, right? They already put a negative tone on a relationship. They already put a negative energy on what could happen, because when you are encountering people, when you are encountering people, people can do anything. Like, it's been the most wildest, craziest, scariest, traumatic things have been done by people. But there have been some of the most happiest, joyous, whatever adventures that people could have inspired and given to other people, right? So it's a catch-22 when you're involving yourself in society with people anyway, right? But when your first notation, or when your first thought is, let me put up this wall, because people be lying. People say one thing, they do another. People always. Well, you don't know people, and I don't know that that's what you say, but how can I trust you? If no one has given you any reason, any valid reason, okay, for them to have that negative energy, that negative entity, that negative vibe on the relationship, on what you guys have, then you are tainting the relationship from jump. But a lot of times they taint the relationship because they don't want to be vulnerable. They scared to give 100%, because they know people out there, they lie, they say they love you, but how do you know, right? But the thing about that is, it's not about being vulnerable. It's not about being scared to give 100%. It's about using your discernment when you need to use your discernment. Okay? Because you can be loving somebody for a year, 2 years. Some people can pull up the facade for that long, right? They can pull up facade for a year or two. So after that year or two, when things start being shaky, or things start falling down, or you figure like something ain't right. When we first got together, this first year or this second year, everything was good. But now it's like something's off right now. Like, what's going on? What people usually do is they'll ignore what they're feeling. They ignore what their heart is telling them, right? They ignore all these things just to reflect on the basis they felt when they first met them. So then it continues, and then it continues, and then it continues, and then it grows and grows and grows. And then later on, you look up 15, 20 years later, 5 years later, whatever, and it's like, well, I'm hurt because I thought that you were the person I met for the first or second year, and I realized that you wasn't. And now in this relationship, I don't feel this way. Now I feel vulnerable. Now I feel hurt because I done gave my all to the person that I thought I was giving my all to when I first met you. Okay, you're supposed to use your discernment in that. Even if you meet somebody after a year, the year could be good. After that year start falling down, you need to pump the brakes. You need to pull back. You need to say, hey, what's going on? I thought we was good. Everything was going on fine. What's going on now? I see things are changing. I see you moving a little bit different. Let me know. Are we on the same accord? Like, you have to put in your discernment and take a step back. A lot of times in love, especially with women, we don't do that, right? Because we're just banking on the first and the second year to be like every other year, down there, and then you end up getting disappointed. But it's good that you are in this space. It's good that you even acknowledge that you are in this space, because you have no idea. When I was on the dating scene years ago, okay, I had encountered someone, and was on the phone. We was conversating with each other, and it was like everything I said, they like second guessed it. Like my statements, like they re-questioned my statements with a question. It was like, oh, so Hey, who do you live with? Oh, I live by myself. Oh, you live by yourself, huh? Yes. So if I call, no one gonna answer the phone. Like you ain't gonna have nobody in the background. No. Oh, you got kids? No, I don't have no kids. Oh, so you mean tell me like once he gets together, you ain't gonna miraculously you're not gonna have like a 5-year-old that's living with their father? No. I can call this number. Yeah, yeah, you can call the number. You can call me back. You sure I can call you back? Like ain't nobody gonna pick up the phone. After that, I was like, you know what? I don't know who you are. I don't know what you went through. I don't know what's going on. I said, but you don't need to date. You don't need to date, okay? You questioning me like I'm in a motherfucking lineup, okay? Hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry if you don't believe it. I'm sorry if you done ran across people that they've told you lies and you believed in all this extra shit. That's not my problem. I have nothing to do with that. I didn't lie to your ass, okay? You need to get the fuck off my phone because you need to go and heal, all right? So be glad that you are in this space, okay? Because you don't have to rush in this space. You know what it is. The only thing that you have to do now is to learn how to discern, okay? Learn how to make logical decisions, even when you're in love. Especially women, we don't do that. We just base on what we feel and what we feel and what we feel and what we feel, okay? And logically, the shit is not adding up. Like shit don't make no sense, all right? So don't beat yourself up because you're in this space. Heal that space, okay? Heal that space. Get you some information. Get you some tools on what to do in order for you to heal this part of yourself, okay? And then once you start healing yourself, then you can start using discernment. Then you can use your tools. And by the time you get into a new relationship, or by the time you start dating, or by the time you're able to figure like you want to share your world and your life with someone else and someone new, you can do that, okay, in a safe space. All right, so have a good one.